Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jack, Zaffa991 here, and what I've got for you today is a complete gold guide for the Nordschleife circuit experience. This is going to be in the BMW Group 3. So this is going to be a complete guide. We're going to go over each sector and the lap itself. I'll be letting it play in the background. If you enjoy what you see, make sure you like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and hopefully you guys can get value from this. If it does, of course, you know what to do, guys. Click the like or subscribe, that'd be amazing. But anyway, let's get on with today's video. We'll see you guys in Sector 1. So to start things off, we're going to select Nordschleife. And we're going to go into Sector 1 here. And again, this is to make 6 million credits here. So, Sector 1, traction controller 1 for all of these. I'm going to be going around the first turn here. The second, you can do this in first, and it actually does give you a little bit of speed. But then with the traction control that I've got turned on, it actually felt like it was bogging me down a little bit. But I did try both. I also tried it without traction control for this circuit. Didn't really work out too well for me there. Braking on the gravel patch on the right there. I'm just trying to keep up with my ghost as best as possible, making full use of the track, which is a common theme for this entire circuit experience guide. And getting on power ASAP. So we can be up into nearly fifth gear at the end there. So this can be a complete guide how you can get them all gold. That's the first sector done. You've just done it. So what have we got next? Sector 2 here. This one's a bit more of a sweeper section. So here you're going to be doing this corner here in flat out. Now up this hill, you're going to want to just turn in and come off the throttle, but don't touch the brakes. And maintain 5th gear here. Swing round the corner. Again, no braking. Not just yet anyway. I'm going to pull over to the right, and then while you're full throttle, turn in a little bit earlier. You could actually go a little bit earlier than I did here. Brake just at the end of that curb on the left there. And down into 2nd gear. Before quickly going up into 3rd. Just kind of stabilise the car. And yeah, that's pretty much the sweeping section, I guess you could say. So into Sector 3 now. Right, what we're going to do here is go flat out through these first 2 corners here. And then as for here, as we're going round the left-hand bend, we're braking just as that sign on the right appears, that white sign. I'm braking just before the curb on the right begins as well. Don't go into 1st gear for too long here. Get that rotation round, but go into 2nd as soon as you can, so you can maximise on your speed. And again, that's just going to help you just get round that sector there. Okay, now things are starting to get a bit trickier. So what you want to be doing here is, as soon as you see the barrier on the right start to go whitish, turn in. And then in this corner here, you want to be going into 2nd, early upshift into 3rd, but careful of this grass. It did kind of suck me away a little bit, so careful of the suck. Then there's a marshal on the right here. You want to be turning just around that marker point. Braking just before that barrier. Sorry, not the barrier. The curbing on the right starts there. And then braking here in that solid grey patch of dirt, or maybe more of a brown patch of dirt on the ground there on the left. There you go, 47.4. Not too bad, that. Okay. So this bit is a bit of a trickier section, but for this first left-hander, brake as the dirt starts on the right, kind of like connects to the track, and for this long right-hander, just the best advice I think is just to brake on the board at the left, and you can go into 2nd, but I'm just trying to bring up that minimum speed there, and also want to really focus on getting a good corner exit. Now for the 2nd right-hander, braking at that sign on the right, just meters before it, maybe about 5-10 meters before it, and yeah, you're pretty much golden. Really easy to run wide here, so try not to if you can help it. But we're well on our way to getting those 6 million credits. Okay, so for this bit, careful of that curb by the way, that does make the car unsettled slightly. But here you're going to downshift into 5th and then go in full throttle as soon as you come off, just for a little bit of rotation. Back on it ASAP. And for this, you want to be braking just before that curb-in starts on the left there. Keeping it in 2nd up to 3rd gear. You could have actually stayed in 2nd gear, slightly longer I think. Just about got a gold out of that one there, that was close, but luckily we were okay. Now we're at the carousel, this is the first of 2. Now you want to ride this as deep as possible while you've still got the car in the best position, so braking just before the curb on the right ends, going into 2nd gear here, and accelerating just pretty much as soon as that connects to the main bit of track again. Nice quick section that, actually quite tricky, it took me a good couple of goes to get that, but we did get there in the end. So picking up right where we left off here. We're making the car go as fast as possible here by making full use of the track. Braking just slightly, well actually about 50%. Start that right curb on the left. Sorry, that curb on the right. And now on this curb on the left. And then we just get a bit of rotation while we brake. Just coming off the throttle slightly, which you don't actually have to do. But for this bit, you want to go flat out if you can. I've come off the throttle a little bit, but you can do that a bit quicker than I. Just try and stick to the middle of the track, to the right of the track there. If that made any sense. Let me know if that made any sense. You want to just be balancing the throttle and your inputs here. Be really smooth on the steering as well. Really, really helpful. Nearly lost the car there. Again, another sector that does seem to struggle a little bit with the car, but luckily we're okay. Okay, we're nearly at the home stretch now. So I actually think it's better to do this corner just back there in 2nd gear. I lost quite a bit of time there. I think 3rd gear bogged down a bit too much. So here you want to be braking just before the hill or before the drop. And on the power as soon as possible. You're going to be going up into 5th gear. And then from here you're going to be going pretty much flat out for the next couple of corners here. So no touching of the brake. However, as soon as you come to the little station on the right there, the objects, I can't quite remember what they are now, as you start to brake, and then just get around the corner in 3rd gear here and boom. So there you can see it just as our ghost goes over it. That's going to be a 2nd carousel. This is actually the shorter one, but the wider one of the 2. Putting about maybe 50 to 75% braking, just going into that, but then it's coming off that straight away, braking a little bit before that curving on the left begins. And you can actually do this a bit flat out from here. So don't let go of that throttle, and you're pretty much golden. You want to be sticking to the left hand side of the track as you exit, just to really scrub off as little speed as possible. And here we go, the home straight, basically, the last sector. Here we go. I would probably say this is one of the easier sectors, however this took me quite a bit of time, if I have to admit that. So we went past Nürburgring Castle, or Castle Nürburgring, sorry, on the right, which actually we'll point out in the proper lap guide. We're going to be braking just before that curve on the right ends, on the right. Keeping it in 2nd gear here, braking just before this left patch of tarmac begins. And try not to go into 1st, but I do think it helps for rotation. And we're going to go into the lap guide now. If you guys enjoyed this, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll leave you guys with the complete footage. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you and take care.